Ryan's supervisors for the evening. Alright, so I came back from my run, and that's vlogged if you want to see it, and Ryan asked me to bring him clothespins. I don't know why, but he's also making tinfoil stuff with the garden. Take me to your liter. Are you gonna make a little cone hat for him? Tinfoil hat?
Well, the garden's coming along. I had to replant stuff a second time because it's been so cold and rainy and gross out. The sun comes up over there and it shines down this way, and it only gets part of the planters. So I'm doing the tinfoil to try to reflect some of the sun in.
Yeah.
Until I get them moved to a better spot that gets more sun. So yeah, the tinfoil is to reflect the sun because the sun comes up there and it's kind of low when it hits. And so I'm trying to get sun for more of the day. And also when I filled these things up, I filled them up a lot higher, but once the rain came, they settled down. And so some of these are like 3 or 4 inches lower than what I thought they'd be. So they've kind of sunk down and they get some shade. So I'm gonna put tinfoil between them so that they'll kind of reflect the sun in the morning this way. And in the afternoon, the sun will come in this way and reflect back in.
Nice.
So, and then Jenna got me some clothespins so that so they won't go all flying out in the street. And
blind someone.
Yeah, so I'll show you what's going on in the garden so far. So these two are spaghetti squash and they're doing really well.
Yum.
Beets, I replanted those today because only a few came up. Bush beans, I replanted those because a bunch didn't.
This is this one, right?
Yeah, that's bush beans.
This one right here.
And the next one is pole beans.
Yep.
I replanted those. Then this one here is more bush beans. Then this next one by me is then zucchini.
Yum.
The zucchini are really taking off.
Like crazy.
I think they can just tolerate the cold and wet better.
Yeah.
So these three are lettuce and spinach. And they're not doing super hot, but
there's some coming up.
So then these two big planters back here are sunflowers, and I bought some new sunflower seeds.
Maggie, what are you doing?
Maggie, stop that. I bought a different variety of sunflower seeds because only a couple came up. You're not. Go lay down, you two. Go lay down.
Okay, I'm back.
So the sunflowers are in these two round green ones, and I got a different type of sunflower because the ones that I planted, only 3 came up.
Yeah.
So the beets are doing good. I think we already said that. The carrots, I did them in rows initially, but then I thought, why do I need to put them in rows? I don't care where they come up, so I just planted inside the rows.
Then you just went all willy-nilly.
Yeah, I didn't care.
You went squirrely.
They're kind of out of order because I had zucchini back there too. Then the squash isn't doing super well, so I transplanted some that were doing well and moved them over. Like that one, I had 2 in one side, so I moved and I replanted those. Then these are all cucumbers, and I had to replant some of those because some of those didn't come up. So this week's supposed to be sunny, so I'm hoping that things will grow a little bit better.
Yeah, because sun does help things grow. There's Mama Bird.
Her chicks must be getting closer to hatching because she's a lot more aggressive when I'm out here. Like sometimes she sticks around, she squawks at me from the power lines.
Well, she doesn't want you touching her babies.
Well, yeah, I found that they're more protective once the eggs hatch.
Yeah.
So
they might be getting close. It might be warmer too. Warm to hatch. Ooh, it looks like we're getting another wasp nest too.
Yeah.
But we gotta wait for Mama Bird to get out of there. And Ryan says I don't help with the gardening. Look at me help.
You're a real helper.
I am. 2 clothespins on. Look at that handiwork.
Figured I'd show you another garden update. It's been a few weeks since we filmed anything out there. We got our first harvest of lettuce. It's pretty good. So I've moved the lettuce out to on the patio and we trimmed it up, but still have a bunch ready to go here before too long. This one didn't really come up nearly as well, just this one side, but. And then the spinach. Over here are the sunflowers. They're really starting to come up. They're like probably 1.5 feet tall now. Then cucumbers. Then these next ones are all squash. Some that I had to replant aren't coming up as well, but the first ones are really doing well. Carrots, 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 carrots. Beets. And then pole beans, and that's the only thing I got out of the bush beans. I'm gonna replant those, I guess. Some more beets, summer squash, then zucchini, summer squash, and zucchini. And then I've got all of the things for my trellis here. I'm just going to decide where I'm going to put it and how I'm going to put it up. I'm thinking about doing a different configuration this year, but I don't know. So we'll see. What do you think, Lily? Where should I put the garden? You don't care? Where'd Maggie go? Hey, Maggie. Cooler under there? So I've got the trellis up. I just don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet, so I've got to figure that out. I can't stay where it's at unless I move a bunch of other things, so I don't know. I think I've decided to put the trellis kind of closer to the road, which isn't really where I want it, but it's the only place where it's not going to block all the other plants. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I just use tent stakes. I use the tent stakes just to kind of secure it and make sure it doesn't flip over. So here's the finished product. I got 2 pole beans, and the rest are all cucumbers. I didn't do as many planters as I could have, but the planters I have are pretty full.